there was a coach that's been called the $1 trillion coach because he coached the CEO teams of Apple and all the main Google and Microsoft. And what he did, he started every meeting with what he called trip reports, which is kind of like a check-in. And so everybody in the team would go around and talk about where they'd been, what they'd learned. And so what happens is when you hear from everyone, you start to see how they view the world. You start to see what they care about. You learn more about them. You start to see their skills. And this is fundamental to belonging. It's also fundamental to being able to tap into those skills. Two more norms matter for belonging. One of them is something that we call caring, and this is basic respect. So how you communicate respect. Nonverbals are everything about respect. Do you look people in the eye, or do you pick up your phone? One of the things I see all the time in organizations is people pick up their phone when certain people talk. And that's a major indicator. We look at those nonverbals to decide whether or not we're respected. And respect is huge. It means everything. When we feel respected, we actually get a dopamine hit in our brain that motivates us to give more. When we feel disrespected, which happens a lot, it's a whole other story. We lose motivation. We become self-protective, which makes us less courageous. The final norm is about giving feedback to one another. So, what I like to say is, can you imagine being a member of a sports team or band where team members would see something about a member and not give them the feedback? So what we found in the best teams is they figure out a way to give one another the feedback they need that can make them the best they can possibly be. So in fact, I like to consider this whole first set of norms, how we help one another succeed, how we treat one another. So it's not just about belonging. Belonging comes along with that when you do that.